What's up, guys? Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Jenna X Crypto. I have a special live stream tonight because I am joined with the one and only NFT Kid, Keith Berry. Please welcome him to the stream, guys. He is an MMA fighter. He loves crypto, NFTs, and of course, weed. This is my kind of person. Welcome, Keith. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's good to be here. Yes, I love weed. I'm in Nevada. You can smoke weed. It's all good. But yeah, I have my little CBD hat. I'm a big believer in CBD if you don't actually smoke.
Love it.
So yeah, I'm all for it.
Hey, no judgment here. I'm all about it as well. What are you smoking tonight?
What am I smoking? Let me actually see. It's called Creme de la Creme. Creme de la Creme.
Oh,
Creme de la Creme.
Sativa or indica?
Indica.
Nice.
More of a hybrid, but it's still, they say it's an indica.
So, okay, Keith, I want you to, because there's people on this stream, and I know we got all the BRETTGOLD homies in the house and everything, but if you could just like share a little bit about yourself, your story. How'd you get into crypto and NFTs, and what was the first crypto you bought?
Yeah. So let me close my door real quick and make sure no one walks in. Okay, so back in like 2019, I worked at a weed distribution facility in Palm Springs with a bunch of friends from high school. We started our own weed business, basically. We're a big distribution facility. At first, we started like a mom and pop. But at work, I would just like bet friends, and we would have little wagers about stuff, and we would bet people in Dogecoin. So that was my first thing. I heard it from a friend on Reddit talking about Dogecoin. So yeah, that's my first intro to crypto. I was like betting friends, and like we were like Dogecoin millionaires, you know. We're just fucking around, and yeah, I love Shiba Inu's dogs. I love those dogs. I have one. I just showed you earlier. But yeah, that's a little bit how I started with that, and then from there, I started going on Twitter more. People were talking about, NFTs a lot. People were talking about crypto. And that was a little bit right after the whole Elon and the Dogecoin went up, and yeah, I just started focusing more time on crypto it seemed like one thing. People love that I'm a fighter. They love that I smoke weed, and they love that I like crypto. So I was like, it felt like, I don't know. It was like this new high school that I just found, and everyone loved me. I just showed up and I was the cool kid. They're like, wow, you're a fighter? You like weed? You like NFTs and crypto? We love you. And I'm like, all right, I'm in the right place. Yeah.
One of us.
Yeah. And the Dogecoin, I always had the Dogecoin vibe, that do only good every day. That's what Doge stands for. I know Billy, the guy that invented it. He followed me in the beginning when I got really into Dogecoin, and I've always kind of like, had banter with him. So he's somebody cool in the space. And yeah, I'm a Dogecoin guy at heart. And that's kind of where I started in the space. I got into NFTs. I started collecting tons of NFTs in the bear market, tons of NFTs in the bull market last year. I just when I would make money from certain things in the space, everybody would buy a watch, and they would flex all this bullshit. But I would just buy a ton of art. I spent like 168 ETH on art of the last 2 years. It was mostly on Ethereum, and I've sold like nothing back. So I basically just bought, that much in art. You could do the math what Ethereum is worth now, but it's over the last couple of years. So, but yeah, I supported a lot of artists, did a lot of things. I did some marketing for different projects here and there. Kind of was just kind of all over, definitely concentrated in NFTs and learned a lot being on spaces and meeting people. And then recently I found BRETTGOLD. Finally, yes. I found my own thing. So
I love it. Okay, so we're gonna get into BRETTGOLD more, but you found BRETTGOLD, or did you create BRETTGOLD?
No, I found BRETTGOLD. So that's what makes it even more special, because it's part of the story. It's not like I didn't think about creating a coin. I never wanted to create a coin because I don't know, there's just a lot of crazy stuff in the space, and I've always been a real supportive person, and I feel like I'm a good guy. I feel like I have a good heart. I feel like I want the best for people. I feel like I try to promote good things in the space, and my whole vibe, I feel like, I don't know, it's contagious. You know, if you do good things and you do good things for other people see it and they want to do good things. And I think it just reverberates in the world as being something good. So that's what I've always tried to do in the space. But these meme coins, they're fucking slippery. They're
Yeah.
sticky, and
Yeah.
there's just all kinds of stuff happening. You really don't know. So when I got into my own thing, then it felt more special that I didn't create it my own, but I told my friends about it. I publicly tweeted about it, and I just said, look, I'm going to get behind this. I love the name. I love the narrative. I love everything about it. Why not go 100% into something, you know, not give it your complete all? Because I've been in this space for so long, and I've helped projects, tons of projects sell out. And the thing about
Sure.
people is they lie. They tell you a lot of shit. When the things are up, after they sell out, they don't give a fuck. They don't have to pay you. You know, I have the DMs. So what? Like, how am I going to get the money? You know? So that happened to me a lot. So that's why I thought, you know what, I can make a community with Brett Gold. We found it together. We like to say we found Brett in the dumpster, golden Brett. He brushed him off a little bit. Like, wow, he's golden. We got to take this guy up to $1 billion. So that was kind of our thoughts. And, but yeah, I've definitely been in the space for a while. I've seen a lot of things in the space. I've seen all the fads come and go. There was a point where I was really hot in the space, where everyone wanted to be involved with me. And people like me now still, but there's times in the spaces where certain influencers, certain people are real hot. Thread guy is real hot right now. People fall in and out of this, and I've just studied it as a culture. But I have found there's so many people that need to be in something with somebody to really show them how to be a leader and how to go somewhere, and having faith and being able to trust the person. So me and Tony Doodlegenics, we found it and we partnered together. I was like, bro, this is the dream team. Like, we found something together. We told everyone about it, told people to take profits all the way up. We literally, like, I don't know. It's just a really special thing. Way more than just creating a token, and then I have to get KOLs involved.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just it's a whole thing. It's a different vibe when you gotta, like, okay, I gotta make money from this token. I gotta plan it out. I gotta do this, gotta do that. Then picking something up and saying, hey, look, this is like an uncovered gem, guys. We can get behind this, and we could just, no telling what we could do, you know? Sky's the limit.
Absolutely. We're going to get into that because since we're on that topic, I want you to break down the actual story. But I want to shout, we have so many awesome people in the stream right now. And I want to say, hey, there's so many people from the Brett Gold community. What's up? Like, awesome. Thank you guys for sharing. Skies, Pam, welcome. Brian, always in the house. Snoop, I see you. Love you all. Guys, also during the stream, feel free, Wenmoon, I see you. Listen, drop any questions that you have for NFT Kid. This is the time. He's in the hot seat. And, you know, if you have questions about Brett Gold, definitely drop them. This is the time. This is the place. But I want to just tell you, so I've seen your spaces going on for a while now. And I'm like, what is he like? What's he into? What's he shilling? And here's the thing. You've kept these spaces running for a long time. And I was hopping around the other day. I'm like, I'm going to go check this out. So first of all, I loved everybody that was on stage speaking. You guys were so chill, so laid back, very welcoming. Just everybody has an awesome vibe. And Doodlegenics, like, he is an awesome hype guy, but he has good vibes. This guy is up. Like, I'll turn on spaces. It'll be like 8 a.m. And I know, like, on the West Coast, like 5 a.m. Like, this MFer is already up. He's like, hey, good morning. It's going to be a great day. We love Brett Gold. Like, it's awesome. But there's always a space going. But just the level of community building is insane. And I believe you, and I believe you guys when you say, we're not here for 1 million. We're going to keep building this thing. Keep funding us, motherfuckers. We don't care. We're taking it to 100 million. We're going to 1 billion and beyond. So I want you to tell me the story of Brett Gold. Who is Brett? Like, we've seen Brett go, why not Brett Gold? So if you want to tell us more about that and like everything that's going on, go for it.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the narrative that we picked up while we started doing this. it's like one night we were up doing spaces for 24 hours a day for about 2 weeks straight. But one of the nights when we're running up, we're in the couple millions, we're at like 3 or 4 million. I go, why not us? Why not us, guys? Why can't we, a good community of real motherfuckers, why can't we run it all the way up to 1 billion? These big marketing people with all their money and other VCs, they're empty money, empty money. We're real people here. We're a real community. We could build, we can get our friends involved. We can get our family involved. My sister's in, my mom's in. And I didn't give them any allocation on the way up. They bought on their own and they're holding and they believe in me. I said, guys, buy it. It's my token. They always said they would support me. My family is really so supportive. And we have like it's an Italian family mixed with Hawaiian family. Sounds kind of funny. My grandma's from Hawaii. My grandpa's from freaking, he's actually not from Italy, but he's from New York. So yeah, I just try to spread those type of vibes, you know, and this is like my NFT fucking meme coin cryptocurrency family. So yeah, I just was like, guys, why not us? Like, why can't we do it? And the thing is, we can. And the things that we're building now and what we're doing, we're making like a meme coin, a real community token that is like an NFT community. Because the thing about the meme coins is way different. You know, they have these, you know, people see a 20x in their wallet, they're going to sell, you know. But we're going to build so many things on top of it. They're going to make NFTs look silly because it's going to be an NFT. We're going to release some 404s. We're going to do all kinds of things to kind of keep our community active. But earlier today, the community on its own, literally we're like, fuck it, we're going to go to 1 million. We're going to just run up to 1 million today. And literally they ran it up. We ran up to over 1 million earlier today. And we were at like a 580,000 market cap the other day. So the community power right now is really strong. People believe what me and Tony are doing. And our core team is amazing too. We have Trapper, Sativa, Rick Rollins. I don't know. I don't want to forget anyone. I already did. But we have tons of really good guys on the team. Our whales are come together. This guy, Anthony, is just he's like one of our angels. He buys the dip so damn hard. And he was actually there before we took it over. So he saw the old community. He thought it had a lot of potential. And then it pretty much went down to zero. When I saw this coin, it was at an 8K market cap.
Wow.
8K.
Wow. Yeah. No brainer. Literally no brainer.
Bare minimum, you know? So yeah. Yeah. And then a little bit about Brett. So our mascot, I don't actually know his real name, but I just call him Brett, Golden Brett. But he's from Turkey. He's actually hilarious. He's a really hardworking guy. He's making a lot of memes. He knows what influencers to target, to put the memes on. He puts noties on for me. Every influencer that I tag, he tags. He's actually really on it. So I don't want to say we got lucky, but you know, life came together in a really, really synergistic way, and we just made it happen. And we got so many hardcore, loyal community members involved. These are NFT people. These aren't meme coin people. Some of them are meme coin people. Most of them are NFT people that we said, guys, we're doing our own fucking meme coin. Everyone's making money from meme coins. Why not us? Why can't we, as a good community, teach everyone how to trade, teach people how to make money or hold on for the future? Because we're not going anywhere. Right now, we've been like a stable coin the last week for what we've sit around the same spot. We're up 41% today. We're up like 111% at one point, but we're doing a lot better the last day or two. But still, before that, you know, we were like a stable coin, just chilling. We were adding in, getting all the whales out. And we got some really smart people in the background doing a lot of mathematical numbers and bots and all this stuff. If we game the system in a certain way, we literally will control it and no one could dump on us at a certain point. And then we can build whatever we want, integrate things. I don't know. I mean, the sky's the limit. And this is without like big marketing money. This is without selling any of our tokens privately. This is all pure community from Twitter. That's it. This was found on Twitter, made on Twitter, and it's living on Twitter. And all the marketing that we've done around it, it's doing, now we're on Instagram. We've made an Instagram, a TikTok, all these things. But everything started with all of our community members on Twitter. Yancey, I'm gonna like feel bad and mention all these people, but man, like it's pretty amazing. It's pretty special, you know. And this is like finally, I could be proud of a meme coin that's not gonna rug tomorrow. that I don't have to worry about all these things, right? This could be something that like, I don't know, we could build for years on, and then like as long as crypto's around, like I'm really like serious about this, and we could some of the whales could lock up certain funds once we get our liquidity to a certain point, and they could just earn SOL. Why would they sell when they could just lock up and earn SOL, and then just build things with us? And yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening. I should have brought my list of stuff. I'm a little unorganized, but back to you.
Jenna, can you tell Keith to say yeet?
Yeet, yeet, yeet. Yeah, Brett does that. He like made this like weird little mating call. It's like this whole funny thing. Like, so we built our own lore. We built our own things like within the community during this whole rise up, right? You go from like a 10K or 8K market cap up to 7 million from pump fun on something you just found, and you rip up with your community over 2 weeks straight of non-sleeping 24-hour spaces. They're going to be like, oh shit, some stuff's going on. Yeah, because it's going to be guerrilla warfare marketing. Like, that's what I tell all my people. I'm like, guys, we're not the nice guy. We are the nice guys. We have good hearts, blah, 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 blah. Everyone's nice. We'll open the door for you. All this shit. You need something, sure. We're nice fucking guys. But at this point, with the meme coins, with the way we're treating this, like, we're not going to be nice guys. We're going to game the system. We're going to attack them. We're not going to defend. You can't always defend in a fight. You're going to lose. You got to attack, counterattack. And your counterattack is your defense. So that's what I've told them as a community, and all the things we do in the background. It's lining up.
Yeah, definitely. Well, when I hopped in the space and I saw the chart, I made a lot of money buying PZ at the bottom, and that is, say, Matt Fury's boys club, but it's over on base, and PZ is Pepe's alter ego. And I definitely see a narrative with the boys club theme, right? And we're already seeing, you know, Brett didn't Brett hit 1 billion? I think it did.
Yeah, 1.8
the regular Brett. Yeah, I personally missed out on that. Did you?
I did too, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever I saw this and I saw the chart and I was in space, I'm like, oh my God, this is easy. It looks bottomed out to me. Like, I know it's at least a few X's, but like the more I listen, I'm like, no, I actually want to hold this. You know, I want to be in this community because I like the community, right? So I think that was really cool. Honestly, I will tell you, I was, let's see here. I remember the market cap was just over 500,000 market cap. So
you're at 900K right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm definitely up on my purchase, which I'm good at picking out when to buy these things and like sensing out meme tokens of like, okay, this is a good time.
You saw the bottom. You're like, this is the bottom.
Yeah, as soon as I came in, I'm like, yeah, I will be stupid not to get this.
Let's backtrack real quick because we have to bring it all in perspective. If we backtrack, the bottom before that, their highest high was 248K. So us chilling at 500K after all this stuff with the market, we're, you know, a double high over the last bottom, right? Or the last top. So, I mean, that's bullish in a sense for me, because it's not like the market knows all of a sudden we took over this coin, you know? So yeah, it's cool.
All right, in your opinion, because like I know that you probably have FUD all the time. Every project does. But what do you think a meme token needs to do to reach a $100 million market cap?
100 million?
Yeah.
There has to, I think it's, so I don't think it's going to be one thing that gets it there. I think it's going to be like a cascade or a bunch of events that are going to get it there. So are we saying 100 million from, we're almost, let's just say we're at 1 million. We hit 1 million earlier today. So that's 100 times from where we're at. Yeah. Our original start, we did over 700 times. So that was our first real big crazy run up. So from now to do 100 times, there has to be, okay, not to give away all the stuff we're doing, but we're going to get some more market makers involved, and we would have to be on a bigger DEX. But what I am noticing is we will get featured on all these DEXs and SEXs if we keep trending the way we are and we keep picking up real holders. So a real holder is somebody that owns at least $25 or more, because some people will airdrop like 2 cents to 1,000 wallets, right? Because it's on Solana. It's so cheap. It's another reason why I like, you know, BRETTGOLD's, because it's on Solana. Solana is so undervalued. It's easy for newbies. It's easy. I mean, there's so many good things happening for Solana. obviously there's a ton of scammers. There's a bunch of rugs. There's a bunch of bullshit because it's so easy. But if you have fucking a diamond in the rough, if you have a good community you trust, if you have something like us with Brett Gold, then we're good. We're good to onboard people. Like there's scams in the real world. Like my ex-girlfriend's dad got scammed by some like operator calling Bank of America and saying, "Hey, look, send us 50K." Like that's a scam. There's scams everywhere. So just because there's scams on certain chains doesn't mean like we should just pull back at all from what we're doing. You know, we see all the upside. I see all the upside with Solana. I see where the price could potentially go with all the use case and all the newbies. I think Phantom Wallet is so easy for people to use. And what else do I think? I think a lot of things. I can't remember. I'm smoking a lot of weed now.
No, that's good. So are you guys going to be dropping Brett Gold merch? Because I'm interested, and I think Brett Gold should sponsor my fight.
Oh, fuck. I think you're right. Damn, like that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They should. We're going to have to. I'm on your show. I'm on your show. You're supporting us. Fuck, I got it. You're in. Like,
there it is, guys.
Fighting? Wait, let's think a little. So you're a fighter. You're fighting in the IFC coming up.
Right.
Are you fighting in Singapore?
Okay, so I'm supposed to be fighting in Singapore, but we have to get my opponent confirmed. Guys, the first two have already bailed and chickened out. We had one, I'm not going to mention their name, but the other one, Jenny AI, she was in talks, and then I think she backed out as well. So I need an opponent. You know,
what weight is it?
Okay, so I would be, in bantamweight, because I'm sitting right now, like I'm about 128, 130. So I need someone around there. Like I could cut a little bit, but not a ton. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty athletic build as it is. So we'll see.
I do know this. If you're already ready to go and you have girls pulling out, they're going to find somebody for you, definitely. And yeah, I think what George is doing over there, honestly, George is like he's a little Asian Don King, you know? He gets into this shit. He loves this shit. He plays this role so well. I'm like, where did this personality come out of? It's crazy.
He's so straight faced too.
He'll be like, yeah, we'll offer you $500. They're like, what? No, George is a good guy. I love the IFC. I love what they're doing with the influencers. They're getting all the viral aspect. Like Ben, BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong. I mean, his fight did millions of views. It got a lot of eyes on Karate Combat. Yeah. And I thought he did really good. I know a lot of people don't like him, and I've never been involved in whatever happened with all that. He's just kind of been like a caricature in the space for Web3, like this crazy guy, you know, and all this is happening. So when he fought and he won, and then he just fought and he won again, I was proud of him. I thought it's tough to get in there and fight your ass off, especially if you don't know how to fight, and then you still end up, you know, pulling it out and winning both times. Good for him. Good for him. But back to IFC and George, I just think like what they're doing with the influencers and all that, bringing all the viewership, I think the IFC is going to fucking be one of the biggest like talked about like fight organizations because of like Lil Pump might fight Dylan Dennis. Like, I mean, I don't know. You got all this stuff going on. So it's cool. I like it.
Everybody's calling each other out. And you made the comment before the stream, you know, it's almost like a high school, like, you know, here's your pit, you got beef with someone, get in there. But like with BitBoy, you know, he put a lot of eyes on it. I'm not a fan of his. You know, I will say he was a hard worker. I'm not going to talk any shit about Decline, but I'll say he was sloppy. I'm not convinced that he won that boxing match. I don't know. I see the bows flying, looking like flapping chicken wings, but at the same point, it's easy for me to sit there and say that because I'm not the one in the pit yet. You know what I mean? My first match might look like total shit. Oh, like, but for not that long though. So I've been like 5 days a week for 6 weeks, doing actual MMA training and then boot camp. And now I've taken up some boxing in between, but, like I'm going to train that hard all the way until Singapore and hopefully I get it. But get this, like, this is going to be 6 weeks before my wedding. So I was telling my fiance, I was like, listen, if I have a broken nose or a black eye, you're still gonna marry me? We're gonna do this? He's like, just go for it. Do whatever you want to do. I don't give a shit. Like, it's you. You're gonna do what you want to do.
That's what's
so
up.
yeah, I might be gimping, but I'm coming. I'll be there.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I just hope that we definitely do find the opponent. But I think that, you know, it's so smart pairing the IFC with Karate Combat because it's putting so many more eyes and it's just growing the community. And I love what they're doing with Karate Token.
Yeah. Yeah, and like what they're integrating this Karate Token. So basically, it's with Up Only Gaming, with Only LARPing. Amazing dude, really smart guy. So it's a voting system, but it feels like gambling because you're on this app. You can pick your guys. Oh, you pick this guy, you win this. It's very targeted towards 18 to 30-year-old males. You know, all the guys that are doing a lot of like gambling on DraftKings, on all these things, and yeah, I mean, he's doing great. So basically, you bet 5,000 tokens on a fighter, and your fighter wins. You get an allocation of that, and it matters if they're an underdog. You get a bigger allocation, right? Versus if they're a favorite. But if your fighter, if you end up betting all this tokens on this certain fighter and he loses, you don't lose your tokens. You just don't. They're like votes. You don't get votes to win more tokens, and it's paired with Hedera, and Hedera is like one of the most efficient, quick, legit blockchains out there. I mean, it's not, there's no rugs on fucking Hedera that I've ever heard of, you know, because it's way too technical and there's not a lot of money, and there's the only people that know about it are in the know, you know, about Hedera. So the way they did it with Hedera is amazing. They have like a system that a lot of the people that work with them, they only get their coins like every 4 to 6 months. And then some of it is locked up for years because they're building this out for years, Karate Combat and Up Only Gaming, everything they're doing with LARPing. So they have some really smart things and smart people behind what they're doing. Plus, they know how to get all the eyes. Asim just choked somebody out. If that doesn't spell viral to you, I mean, he's just the president of Karate Combat. Just choked out one of the cornermen because the cornerman deserved it. He deserved it.
Yeah, he did.
He ran out there. He pushed the ref. He was being unruly. Somebody had to choke the fucking guy out. And it was crazy that Asim did it. So, I mean, what they're building is something very cool. And you can't help but watch it. Like, why not? It's fun martial arts with like some fun added viral twists, you know? Influencers fighting each other. The thing about influencers fighting, they don't know how to fight and they fight like shit. No. But sometimes guys that fight so shitty and they're just like gonna have a heart attack because they don't have any cardio, sometimes it's a little fun to watch for me personally. So BitBoy, like, I know he didn't have any technique, but he like got dropped one time, then he dropped the other guy, and like everyone's just flopping everywhere. It's like your dads at wrestling and they got drunk. They all got way too drunk and they started like trying to spar each other, but they're wrestlers. They don't know how to box. And like,
yes, that's what makes it so entertaining too. Like it brings that other entertainment aspect to it. I love that.
Fighting's entertainment, right?
I asked George, I was like, George, let me get Cassie in the ring. And he's like, well, I'll put it out there, but she wouldn't take it. So then, like me, I'm starting to shoot off my mouth now because I'm like, I want an opponent because I know it's going to make me train harder. So I called out Wendy. She ain't going to take it.
Do you know who I just had this thought because she actually asked me to fight Cassie. Everyone wants to fight that Cassie girl. But do you know who Hannah Hughes is?
I love Hannah, though. I can't fight Hannah. I love Hannah.
You got to fight her. No.
No, I don't want to fight Hannah. Is Hannah's gonna do it though? Is she training?
Well, she was calling out that girl Cassie. She says she wants to fight. I think I put her name in the hat. I didn't hear anything back.
But I want to too. I wonder why Cassie won't get in. Maybe she needs a bigger purse.
But the thing about it is, like, if you have somebody you don't like that would really be willing. It's a difference between like calling somebody out and you're like, you know, they're not going to accept it. So it's kind of like pointless. You're almost, you know, being a bully in a way, right? I'm not saying you, but if I was doing it, but if the person is actually going to snap back and they would fight you potentially, then it's like, it's worth a call out. You know, it's a business and it's an entertainment business. And I'm all about respect. I'm a martial artist, you know, I love respect. I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I've done martial arts since I was a kid. Like, I'm all for it, but it's entertaining. It's entertainment.
It is. Well, you know, I always wanted to be a WWE diva, like my whole life. But I'm
Oh, then
like,
you
you know
already know
what?
what to do.
I'm like, this is gonna be even better though, because like I'm fighting for real, for real. So I love that. Listen, I want to show your fight. I have it up on here. I want to know what exactly like happened. Let me know first if you can hear this, because I have some issues
Yeah,
with
I'll
my
tell you.
sound.
It's interesting to
Can you hear
see
it?
Adam Charles represent
Yeah, I hear it.
You can hear
with
it.
a white belt. Because he is a white belt.
Oh, twin. Looked like the altitude got him.
This ref sucks so bad.
Maybe those kicks are pretty good.
I want to know how long the gas tank's going to
Yeah,
last.
like
With
I'll show
those
you where,
kicks,
but he pokes
one
me in the
round,
eye.
bro.
It was
Yeah,
he just
exactly.
like
I wanna
puts his
get to
hand
that.
down and
a
just
minute left in this
goes
opening
away.
round. Good shots from
I think
NFT Kid.
it might have been right there. Yeah, it was right before that.
What does that mean?
What?
And
Was
then he
it
did
further?
a timeout. It's like, who the fuck? I should have just hit, like, that was the martial artist in me. I didn't just attack him, but he literally did a timeout because a little bit before that, during our scuffle, he put his hand out. Somebody got a slow motion gif of it and they sent it to me. But basically, he put his hand out in one of the exchanges and he closes his eyes. He just has his eyes closed and his finger raked across my eyelid and it tore my eyelid. So then my eyelid was bleeding, but it wasn't my eye. I felt it and I was just like, oh, it's all good. But it was just, and he literally paused the fight and then like had the ref call the fight and then celebrated. They're like, oh, it's a no contest. And then he celebrates a no contest. Like, this guy is the most cringe guy I've ever fought in my life, obviously. He was like this fat, overweight fucking guy that wrestled. I guess he had a couple fights. So it was just my first fight in the IFC. They were just trying to give me something. I just said yes to whoever. But yeah, this guy was just an embarrassment. And then afterwards, he's like trying to ask for a contract. I'm like, bro, you poked me in the fucking eye and then you celebrated? Like, you're the most cringe motherfucker in the world.
Yeah, because you could see him going around high-fiving everybody after, and then like all the judges, they're all like, what the fuck? Like, what is he doing?
I know Mike, the YouTuber Mike Malek, he's like, bro, he didn't win. Somebody tell this fucking guy he didn't win. What is he doing? It was like, they were clowning him hard. So he just got clowned a lot. I literally think he might be just like, I don't know. I think there might be something wrong with him mentally, honestly. I'm not saying that. I just think he's just like a little mental. And I saw him in Texas recently at a karate combat event, and he was trying to come up and shake my hand. I'm like, bro, get the fuck away from me. I'm not like that. I'm street. You come up to me, I'll beat your fucking ass right here. I told him, I said, you step one step closer to me, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. And he's just a little bitch. He just stayed right there. And then I started stepping closer to him, and then people like got between us. But I don't like that guy at all, honestly. I don't. So I just think he's just like, he's actually BitBoy's like manager or something. He knows all these influencers, and he's like buddies with all these people. And yeah, I didn't know a word about him until like before we fought, you know. But I was so nice to him before too, and it was like, I'm being too nice to this fucking guy. And like during the fight, I was like, my first time ever in a fight that I was like, okay, the first round, I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to have fun and kind of fill him out because it's 3 rounds and it's like this fun little like random like karate combat influencer fight. Because we were supposed to be influencers, even though like I'm a fighter and we're both fighters. Like, he had some fights. You can't find his fights anywhere. Like, he probably had no fucking fights, this guy. But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, especially if he scratched you like that, you can tell like his style really wasn't a style compared to like yours.
He was just like flailing around. The one time I fucking kneed him, the ref was like, oh no, you can't do that.
Wait, so you can't throw knees?
You can, but he said the way you had to let go. I did let go. He's like, I don't know. It's like, it was a stupid rule, but it changed now. So now you could throw leg kicks. Now you could throw knees. So the rules have actually changed. I fought like a couple months ago. The rules have actually changed a lot in the last couple months, because now you could do full on double leg takedowns, and it wasn't like that before. So now it's crazy. I think karate combat is going to end up turning into MMA without the ground, complete MMA. They're probably going to end up letting elbows, so it'll be just with like MMA or just with no ground. You know, a little ground, just a little action. You know, and then they're like, okay, pull it back. So, damn.
Yeah.
But since we've been on this space, we shot up like 50K in our market cap.
Stop. Oh yeah, like hang on. It is dripping. Hang on, I'll share it. So I was gonna say about this Adam Charles dude, he looks like he has this fedora on and like a bow tie with no shirt, like he's some kind of lost Chippendales dancer.
Yeah, that picture was from like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
when he was like
what
20.
is this gimmick?
Why would you use a picture? He used that picture for the build-up. Like this guy is the most cringy person I've ever met in my life. If I knew he was so fucking dirty and cringy, I wouldn't have fucking even accepted a fight. But I'm not like that. It was the first fight I got offered. I'm like, whoever, I don't know this guy. Fine, let's do it. Let's fight. And it was the one time I was like, oh, I'm gonna feel it out the first round, and then I get fucking poked in the eye. And it was fine that I got poked. I didn't even react to it. But the problem was that he stopped it. He did a timeout. You can't do a fucking timeout. I should have just punched his ass, but I was like, I don't know what was happening. Oh, maybe something's up with him. I didn't understand. Like maybe he's tapping out. I don't know. I was about to fuck his ass up. Maybe he just isn't ready for I don't know what just happened. But yeah, it was crazy.
Is he even worth the rematch? Like, would you do a rematch with him, or is it like he not even worth it?
He's not even worth it. I want to fight. I'm trying to fight Uriah Hall. So I'm trying to like get that fight going. We used to train together. He's around karate combat a lot, and it would be like a favorable matchup for me, I think. And I think he would think it's a favorable matchup for him. So I don't know why not fight, but yeah, Adam Charles. I'll fight him in the street. I'll literally fight Adam Charles in the street. He's just a fucking nobody. He's a fucking nobody. It didn't do me any good to fight him in the beginning. It only did him good, but I was just like, oh, I'll fight him because it's the first fight in karate combat. Why not? Like someone has to. I got to fight somebody. I don't know. And but yeah.
Are you actively training for a fight?
Yeah, I train every day. So, and I just ran today. I keep my running up, and I'm training fighters, so it keeps me more like on point because I asked them if they ran, and they're like, "Oh, did you run?" I'm like, "Yeah." So it's actually I love this whole coaching aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like my coach did say the one thing it's going to do is, you know, it's going to break your heart and it's going to break your pocket. But other than that, there's a lot of like things that I really could share with people with fighting, and a lot of people that I already have. My boy Richie Duarte, my boy Jordan Christensen here in Vegas, Justin Haynes here in Vegas, and then obviously now my new addition with John, the real Paisan. He lives here with me, and Ellie Dempster, she lives here as well. They're like a little team, you know. They're like both helping each other a lot. So with all that, it just puts me on point. You know, I want to eat good. I want to be a good example. You know, I smoke a lot of weed. That's about, but it's okay. That's a good example.
So you have like this fight house going on. It's like this creator influencer fight house.
They're actually into crypto and Web3 gaming and all that shit. So we're all in the same business, both fighting and into crypto. We all love it. So it's perfect. Like
next step is a reality TV show.
Yeah, I need a Brett Gold fucking whole house. Put Brett Gold all over the whole house, and then we could do the reality TV show. And they're like, just has like BrettGoldSoul.com, Brett Gold, and they'll be like just like emblems everywhere.
Yeah. So Brett Gold's in the house, guys. First of all, we have 804 of you that are tuning in live between YouTube and X. So if you want to hop in the live chat, get over to YouTube. That's where we're at. Thanks for tuning in. Brett Gold is in the house. What's up? And he said, can you ask Keith when we're doing oil wrestling? When oil wrestling, Keith?
So this is this thing, like Brett is funny. Like he's from Turkey. I kept telling him this. I got to explain this on stream. But look, okay, this is my analogy. It might be a bad analogy, but look, when you like a girl, if she doesn't like you, it's not, at least for me, I don't keep pursuing it because it's like, you're not into it, right? So it's just like, let it go. Brett wants to oil wrestle me really bad, and I don't want it. I'm like the girl that doesn't want none. I'm like, bro, no, I don't want it. And he's like, wants to oil wrestle. I'm like, this is like, and he has a girlfriend too. So I'm like, bro, look, get somebody that wants to oil wrestle and then do that. But I'm going to be like not enjoying it. I'm not going to ever do it, but I'm just saying if it ever happened, I would never enjoy it. And I'm not even going to say that because look, this guy's a fucking psyop. He's a psyop.
Like a lot of people want to oil wrestle you. Actually, this is becoming a thing.
No, I think they're only saying it because he said that. He did this.
I think there should be a thing like for certain top holders that one of them competes to oil wrestle you.
Holy shit. What are you trying to do? This is like, what is that one movie with the guys like oil wrestling with the two girls? Blue, my boy Blue. And he like has a heart attack. It's going to be one of our holders.
I think I found a way to bring a lot more women into crypto. I think I have an idea.
Oh, here it comes. Here it
I
goes.
love this. We are going to pimp Keith out. This is great for the community, guys. It's for the community. And none of this is financial advice, by the way. I'm not a financial advisor. Neither is he. We're just here to talk about what we like to talk about. If you don't believe me, read the disclaimers down below. Okay. And if you do one video, just like watch one video and count that as doing your research, you're an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Okay. All right. Had to put that out there. Guys, drop any questions that you have for Keith. He's in the hot seat. I want to ask you back to the MMA thing. If you could tell me, like, what is the best thing that you could be doing to condition your body to get you ready for a fight?
The best thing you
like,
should
what
be
are
doing?
the best exercises I could be doing for conditioning to prep for a fight?
Run.
Have a feeling you were going to say that.
Yeah. It's like the most easy thing, and you got to get your road work in because especially, I don't know if it's your first fight like this, but you're going to get a lot of nerves. You're going to get that adrenaline dump. So if your running is on point, then you'll get over that quick. You'll recover. You'll get your second wind, and you'll be right back in there. But but yeah, like if you don't have conditioning, it'll turn a coward into like not having conditioning will turn you into a coward. Anyone, like Anderson Silva, if he's out of shape and he's in there with somebody with half his talent, but they're in really good shape and they're putting it on him, it's not going to be good. You know, that's just with anyone. So I would say that, but also just like a lot of shadow boxing, a lot of feinting, a lot of like movement. Make sure your muscles are kind of used to those twitches, those fast twitches, kind of imitating some takedowns and sprawls, like stuff like that.
All right. So I want to pop it back to NFTs because I know we're on almost an hour. I don't want to hold you up for too much longer, but people say NFTs are dead. And I believe that you probably disagree with this. Can you tell us what are your highest conviction, like NFT plays, what you look for in NFTs, your thoughts on this?
Okay, hold on a second. NFTs are dead. Let's look at Magic really quick. Oh, it looks like Mad Labs are up 13%. DGods are up for 12%. Retardios are up 70%. Gigabuds are up 62%. Oh, it looks like NFTs are popping a little. But I don't think they're dead. I think everything dies, like in this space. It dies. But it fucking gets reborn. It rises from the dead. It's resurrected, whatever you want to call it. You know, NFTs will have their time. Someone said this to me really, like a lot of the guys that buy big NFTs are already in crypto. So NFTs are like just a flex. They'll always be a social flex, okay? So when NFTs do run up again, and they will, everyone that made all this money from meme coins will throw it back into NFTs, and then they'll say, hey, look at me. I made all this money with meme coins. Now I have this really cool NFT, so-and-so NFT. And they'll use it as their PFP. And then in their profile, they'll say, I made $1 billion off this meme coin. And also look at me with this PFP. That'll be the next cycle. Also, the next cycle will probably be 404s, like 404 NFTs on Solana, which, you know, are NFTs. And then you get airdrop tokens. It's in the contract. So basically, you know, it'll already have value. They're going to have a liquidity pool. I don't know what project I'm actually thinking about on that, but there's a lot of 404s coming out, and I see who came out with a good 404 that's so last. And I can't think off the top of my head, but yeah, I think NFTs will have, people can't have all this crypto and not have a shiny little trophy and say, look at this cool NFT I got as well. So that's kind of what I think. That's a little more like a child analogy, but you get it.
All right. And then your top altcoin, like highest conviction plays for 2024, 2025. Obviously, we know BRETTGOLD. What else?
Solana. I think Solana is going to hit like $500 plus. It could be this year. So I think that would be huge. I thought it the last cycle didn't happen the last cycle, so I had to go through the bear. And now I'm really have a lot of conviction in that play for Solana. I also like other chains, like I do like Hedera. I think if like a government could get into something like Hedera. They could set up some type of POS system with maybe their pharmacies or maybe their transportation system, and they could use Hedera on that because it's so cheap, it's so efficient, and it's super fast. And it's not a blockchain, it's a hash graph. So the way it works, it's fucking way too complicated for me to try to explain. I'm high right now, but I've been explained it a couple times. It sounds like it's the thing. So I think that is like a bullish blockchain to invest in over the future. Karate Combat, it's paired with Hedera. So you could swap Karate Combat to get Hedera. So Karate is on the Hedera chain. What else? I like VeChain. VeChain, they sponsored the UFC. They have the Mad V Apes. It's an NFT project I got into. The guy named Satoshi, real cool guy in the space, really into VeChain NFTs. Yeah. And yeah. What else? Other altcoins. I like the bread on base. I like base tokens. I think base tokens are going to do well too. It was a little harder for me to get into them in the beginning just because I don't like bridging and all that. I was just like, another bridge. And I just kind of got into it late. But, I had some friends that made tokens. This guy, Crypto Journeys, his name's Rodney. He's with Jake Gagan, and he's real into it. He made this daddy token. I bought some of his token, and then Tate came out with his token, daddy. So then inadvertently, his daddy on base token pumps crazy. So I thought that was pretty cool. I still support him. I still hold that token. And I'm not that great of a trader. I just either hold or I totally sell out. So, I'm still holding some of that on base just because I'm holding my base tokens, It's like a couple grand, so I'm just going to chill.
Yeah, I like base a lot, and I think it'll really have its time. We're already seeing the trading volume and everything continue to go up, but I agree with you on that. Snoop asks, he says, when did you get into the Violetta Zeroni NFTs?
Shit, wow, Violetta Zeroni, holy shit. Yo, I want to give her a shout out because every NFT I ever bought from Violetta Zeroni, fucking 5 to 10 times. I made profit on everything I've ever bought from her because I bought a lot of NFTs, and a lot of NFTs I supported a lot of people, and a lot of it just went to zero, or it was just art, or it was just, art with no utility, right? So it's fine. But Violetta, she's like a musician. I've seen her a lot in person too. I've met her, hung out with her a lot. She's a really sweet person. All of her NFTs, she has a really strong community, like diehards. Yeah. I should airdrop her some BRETTGOLD. Fucking
you should bring her into the community and get her in on a stage.
I'm gonna DM her right now. Hold on.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Snoop, see, look what you did. Uniting communities. I love it. Shouts, guys. We have over 1,600 people on this live stream. What? Between Twitter, X, and YouTube. Guys, smash that like. It helps. I love it. Keep us trending. It costs $0 to smash that like. And thank you for spending your Sunday night with us. We appreciate it. If you have questions for NFT Kid, we have him in the hot seat for a couple more minutes. Don't be afraid to drop it. I see you down there, Trade Intuition. What's that? Did you DM her?
I DM'd Violetta. So yeah, she's an amazing person, and she's a great musician. She's a great community builder. So yeah, I've always supported her, and her moonshots did really well. All her things did so well. So my one wallet that had a couple of her NFTs got hacked a couple months ago, so I don't have access to it anymore. But I'm still a holder in my heart because the wallet's just inaccessible, and yeah. But anyways, she's amazing. She's like 5-star. If I had to give someone flowers, she's just like, she hits it on every good part as a person, somebody that brings good morals to the space, somebody that brings value to the space, somebody that's talented, somebody that nonstop is there for you, the community builds. She hosts spaces, she performs. Like I've you guys on Twitter, you could tip her. So I was one of the only people that have tipped her. Tip her. She's singing her ass off in all these spaces. No one tips her for like 2 weeks. I'm like, you guys suck. Like some people, they want all this entertainment. They want all this, like, a lot of people don't have shit to do. They're just sitting on Twitter all day. They have nothing to do. So you can't tip somebody $10 that
Right.
you've been, in their shit. Well, anyways, Violetta is amazing. So people need to tip her. If you hear her sing and you like it, tip her $5, $10.
Absolutely.
It's on Twitter. It's accessible. You could tip on Twitter. She has it on her profile. You could tip her. So shout out to Violetta.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard her in a few spaces and seen some of her videos and everything. I don't have any of her NFTs, but she is super talented. So
Yeah.
I think she's definitely going places. And that's one of the best things about Web3 and the world we live in now is, musicians, artists can do their own thing. They don't have to rely on third parties. We can do peer-to-peer and they can actually get their money. I love that.
Yeah, BRETTGOLD's about to hit 1 million on this space. We're at 975 market cap. Holy yeah.
Hang on. Let's pull it up.
We're rocking.
Yes. We're gonna have to keep the space going all night. Actually, when is your next Twitter space? Because you guys have them running all the time.
Yeah, I think we have one going right now. I shared it everywhere. So I hopefully, people came and are checking us out here with BRETTGOLD. All my BRETTGOLDers.
There we
And
go.
really, like, a lot of people that are in BRETTGOLD are like NFT people that were in these NFT communities, but NFTs aren't doing anything. So we're like, look, we're going to get behind this, and we're not going to like leave this when NFTs come back. We're going to associate this into everything we do. This is like, just like Tony has Doodlegenics, he's the founder of Doodlegenics. This is ours now. So we're never going to leave. We're never going to rug. We're going to constantly just build and build. Me and Tony know so much about the space, and we met with some really good people that could help us. So we're just going to keep running it up.
You are getting so much love. This community is insane. And guys, do you know after $1 million market cap, you know what happens, right? Like that's when the fireworks starts and shit really starts to go. So yeah.
I think they're doing this on purpose, Jenna. I swear to God, we just hit 1 million. We're at 1 million.
This is amazing.
Let's fucking go.
Come on, guys.
Higher. On your space.
Higher. 900. We just broke 1 million. Just hit 1 million. Yeah, 1 million. Let's fucking go. Oh, we need the Millie song. Yes.
These guys are so awesome. I'm buying a little bit just to fucking hold the line.
Just to celebrate. Hold the line.
Yeah, just a little celebration buy. Keep us over 1 million. We hit 1 million earlier today. We hit some pullback. It'd be nice to hold over 1 million. And so our all-time high was 7 million. So we're 7 times away from our all-time high, but we want to blast past that. We want to be like chilling like near 15 million would be nice,
Yeah.
But yeah, till we build the next things, because there's going to be people when they see the money in their wallet, they might change their mind. So we have to build some stuff, keep the people engaged, keep everything rocking and rolling. And we want to do the NFT community building, and then we also want to keep the hype. So we are going to have to do some type of publicity stunt. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but
it's probably going to be the oil wrestling.
I don't know if that's going to be our market cap might go down from that.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Creative Cat asks inside Keith, where do you see yourself in BRETTGOLD in the next 1 year? That's a great question.
No, that's a good question. In 1 year, I feel like we're going to be rocking in the billions. We're going to be chilling. Like, we're going to be established. At that point, a year will give us so much time to cook. And yeah, so to give you some real specifics, I do think in a year, NFTs will be back a little harder. So we're going to have a free mint on Solana for BRETTGOLD from one of the community members that wins the meme coin contest. Everything is within our own community, and we reward the people that did the contest. We're going to use it on our billboards. We're going to use it for more apparel. And to answer your question from before, we have apparel coming out. So it should be at my house today or tomorrow. But I'll save a shirt for you. We're going to fucking sponsor you.
Yes.
We're sponsoring you for
Guys,
your next
you
fight.
heard it.
We want to put BRETTGOLD on you wherever you want to put the logo. Probably like right here would be cool, or even on your back shoulder would be dope.
All right.
Or maybe on your front shoulder. I don't know. Whatever fits or feels right. But yeah. And then I'd love to connect you with some people that can maybe sponsor you too and get you going too. And I know Shibtoshi with Squid Grow. He's like a billionaire in the space, right? And he does a lot of things and sponsors. He sponsored Ellie her last fight, so maybe he'll sponsor you your next fight.
That's awesome. Well, I've seen like the Squid Grow, everywhere. And you know what? I checked out those charts too, guys, and I was like, this shit looks bottomed out. So I definitely scooped some of that because I see a silent swap coming out and some other things.
Yeah.
You know what? Even if it 10x's, which I believe it can so easily, you know, but when I heard his story too, and when he said, I just want something safe for my family to be able to put their money into and stuff like that, I'm like, you know what? I like that. So these are the plays that I like.
He's not gonna rug. He doesn't need the little bit of money that he's fine. He's a safe bet. I like that guy. I met him in person, hung out with him in Texas, and he's a dope. He has like a mask on the whole time, so it's this crazy thing, right? But he was really nice. He shook my hand, and he talked, and seemed really normal and cool. But maybe if I had all this money, maybe I wouldn't want people to see my face either. Maybe he could walk down the street and no one even knows, and it gives him so much comfort, right?
I would, honestly. I like the mystery aspect. I think it's cool because it kind of reminds me of like Satoshi, but if I had that much money, I wouldn't either. There's also been times where like I contemplating, because my first and last name's out there. Like I had on my LinkedIn, everything like that. You don't have to look too hard, but I'm like, if people really want to find me, they can. I own my own businesses. You can look up my LLCs, different things like that. But at the same time, I'm learning MMA. Come at me, motherfucker.
Come get some.
Right. But yeah, no, I get the, want to be anonymous. All right. So we're hitting an hour. Keith, thank you so much for hanging out, coming on. This has been an awesome, epic space. I mean, dropped so much alpha, talking BRETTGOLD, MMA, IFC, NFTs, everything.
Yeah. We love MMA. We love karate combat. We love BRETTGOLD. And we love you. We want to sponsor you.
I love that. Guys, this is awesome. This has been the best day. Oh, and you have a space coming up tomorrow, too, with the Blonde Broker. When is that?
Blonde Broker, I've been friends with her in the space for years now. She's fighting Ashley Decan. She's actually another big influencer in the space. So they're actually like really good friends, but they're like, you know what? We're going to fight. We're going to put it on the line. We're going to get in really good shape. I love that people are like, just like, all right, like, it's a different thing to get ready for a fight and put yourself in that headspace and think about diet and really make these sacrifices for a goal, right? Some people are like, I'm going to lose weight because I look a little fat, right? I'm going to do this because I probably should. But it's different when you're training for something that everyone's going to be watching you. You know that if you do your best, it's all on you. It's a lot of pressure on yourself, but it's a lot of satisfaction because if you do all the right things, you're going to reap the benefits. So Ashley Decan and the Blonde Broker, they're going to be fighting in Singapore. So we're talking to her about her fight, talking to her about her sponsors, karate combat in general. Mm-hmm. We are going to be talking about her coach maybe a little bit. Her coach got knocked out on last Friday. It was really bad. But I know him, James Vick. I know him.
I saw that scissor kick.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
bad. So we'll talk to her a little bit about that, but I don't want to talk too much about that because it's like, holy shit, it's brutal. She probably is just like, fuck. Yeah. That'd be like if Ellie was watching me fight and I just got laid the fuck out, you know, on TV. It would be like, oh shit, it's pretty bad. Not waking up, you know, for a couple minutes. Brutal.
Right.
So, yeah. But anyways, I don't want to get in that space. Yeah, we're gonna talk a bunch of stuff. We're gonna probably have Loudmouth on and some other people from Karate Combat, only LARPing. I'm really friends with a lot of the core team over there. They're actually like my homies. Like I've been to different events. We like hang out. We have a drink together. You know, I'm with them days because we're in Mexico for days. I was in Mexico 2 different times for my fight and then for Playa del Carmen. So yeah, I've made a real big bond with these guys going to these fights, and I went to Texas with them. So yeah, it's been really fun. It's been really fun.
Perfect. Okay, yeah.
I'd love to have you on tomorrow. I'd love for you to talk to Blonde Broker, say what's up, and it's good to have more women in the space, especially you guys are fighting too. This is my shit. I love it.
Yeah, I have never met Blonde Broker yet, so that would be super cool. But I'll be honest, I'm looking at her and I'm looking at Ashley. And no, nothing against all you weed smokers, but I just feel like something is telling me Blonde Broker is going to take it a little more serious. I don't know. Something's telling me vote on her. I don't know. So
okay, go with your gut. You got to go with your gut.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna, allocate my
Yeah,
tokens.
I think she's gonna come out to Vegas. She's friends with Paisan. So she's probably going to come out to Vegas and train a little bit with us out here. I know she's in Texas, but she'll come out here and train a little bit. This is like literally a little fighter house now, a little influencer fighter house.
I want to come train at this fighter house.
You got it.
I want to come for a week, but you can't take me on. You're too committed, but that's fine. Okay, coach. I just want to come hang out at the fighter house.
No, you should definitely come train and come get a feel for the gyms out here. And it's good to have. Ellie's getting surgery tomorrow, but when will she be ready to train? Maybe in like a month. She'll be do something really light. But like she was telling me that her surgeons are like, oh, you should go at it the next day. You should get physical therapy the next day and start doing all this stuff.
The next
day? It's
what?
Like, I've never heard that. And I've had not tons, but I've had some surgeries and I've never heard that. And she's like, yeah. And then the other guy said the same thing. I'm like, all right, well, the next fucking day, okay. Do whatever. She's a little monster, you know. It's hard to, I don't want to tell her what to do, but at the same time, like, I want her to be her own person. So it's like, all right, Ellie, whatever you want to do. Just be. Right. The only thing I don't want her to do is try to go too hard and she's not fully recovered and then she rips it again. That would be the worst, right? So, yeah. But we'll keep an eye on it. Anyways, I'm getting off topic.
Ellie, best wishes for your surgery tomorrow. We're all thinking of you and hope it goes really well. All right, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to tune in 1 PST tomorrow. Brett Gold spaces are always going on. Keith, thank you so much.
Appreciate thank you so much. I'm going on a Brett Gold space right now. Thank you, guys.
All right. Bye, guys. See you there.
Thank you, Jenna. Bye.
Peace out.